Asari pull off the save. Still waiting for the penalty to be effected. One has his eyes firmly on the ball. Referee blows his whistle. 1, 2, 3. 1. And goalkeeper Benjamin Asari pulls off the save.
Got a couple of them for Wolverhampton Wanderers. Just a very tame and lame penalty from him.
Yo, bad man, you see this Blackstars game here, this South Korea boy, I'm a lesson there, bad man. You say the main problem with the Blackstars team, Coach Otuado, any boys, I think it's about selection problem, bad man. How to feed in the first 11, who and who you pair together, and what instructions you give them has been the problem of the team for all this while. Because we should game and today, comparing Ghana versus Japan and Ghana versus South Korea game. Now, oh yeah, let's compare it to the World Cup qualifications, when the big guys are around. You could see, say, clearly, the only problem we have in the team has always been the selection of the first 11 to start a game. That is what I've noticed from this South Korean game here, boy. But man, nevertheless, no my these guys have done well. The starting 11, the changes, and everybody. We least expected because they see what Japan and twice but you also now we were anticipating Sanka Salisu could started game, but also free camp by in himself. But at the end of the day, the boys have done well. Ladies and gentlemen, make sure you subscribe behind the Mask Sports. Subscribe to the channel and put the post notification bell on. Send it anytime I drop a latest video on bad man. On somebody can also want I feel of it. Now, let's delve into the matters. In the game to Ghana against South Korea. Yani Japan boy Francis Abuna Mubuye, by the grace of God. Information say doctors from the Blackstars camp and in the team Osia kind of collaborating successful injury surgery. Omaya man na no Siano ordina Krochi suka kra obetimi ahwe se apomo de no betimi bana fe wetimi agina nas. We are just praying and anticipating sending we turn before the 8th match then my record the Mundial, the World Cup no na ono so antimi akonya feeling ni be. But nevertheless we are praying and we thank God say ne ho ye. Game ni to dwa after Japan, Antoine Semenyo left camp. Mohamed Salisu entered free camp due to minor injuries. But man, some of us in the DNA, if he say be who be na Tom so na as something skirmishes be into no move free but then that is their business. It's just a friendly game in the airborne. Now, you need South Korea about see any but man, not anticipation no ever low because you know say because playing a game without all your first 11, all your top players are out. Who are you playing? Who is scoring? Who is holding the midfield? But no Thomas Partey. But then, boys, no, Colano, Kwesi Sibo in the midfield. In addition to Caleb Range, Batman, solid pair. Omo Bujuma or Mififi on my Batman. It was so nice. The defense was composed until we conceived that free header goal from the South Koreans. But man, almost all the players, right from the goalkeeper, Benjamin Asari was spot on. He was always at the right time, at the right place at the right time. Now look at the penalty save. I don't like this thing of Ghanaians. Now sometimes, you always want to attribute blames to people. But when it's time to give them glory, then I say we want to sway away from it. But man, penalty, but it's a penalty. That penalty could have scored somebody, any goalkeeper at all. Because when you're playing penalties, it is techniques. The goalkeeper against the player or the player against the goalkeeper. But man, some goalkeepers decide to commit earlier. And some players also decide to shoot into the middle. Be quite me born to the goalkeeper direct. It's no your goalkeeper be on your smarter, but man, you dive or you commit early and then no meanwhile the ball is just coming straight to you. Then it's a goal. So that penalty could have scored somebody, but man, it bet me any goalkeeper at all in the world. But Benjamin Asari, in his own wisdom, realized that no, let me be composed. I like his calmness. He's composed. He relaxed. He waited till the player kicked the ball and he dived to catch the ball. So beautiful. Never felt when he didn't even put or grab the ball. No, I said he knows what he's doing. The guy has read the mood of the player, and that's part of football. That is something we should commend. Goalkeeper Benjamin Asare, no, he's so smart. He's intelligent. But man, 30 years plus, a Kokran Japo in my face, say, oh, Papa, now, we don't mind. Mr. Son crying a bob on Uncle Good. Benjamin Asare, bet you born. Now, Batman, who should face net Jinapo in my Batman? Ooh, Ubeheading, Ubetreading. Bibini basking, Jinapo, no smiling face, SM for life. Jina Tron, Ube Bobo na fine. Batman. So some of these things is part of football. Nipanaya idea, let's give him his flowers. Goalkeeper Benjamin Asare, he's done explicit well. Go now consider and Batman watch the goal carefully. It was a mistake from our defense. Yeah, defenders goalkeeper not to me market the header no. You understand? And we always say Benjamin Asare when he's in the back, in the goal post, not me organizing defense no. It is not always you get it right, but born in back, he was facing this way. You understand? It's in the concentration of ball and a band. So it's at that time, no, I don't think it is just normal that he will forget to prompt his defenders to cover the guy. Defenders, center defenders, no, and back to no, right back, no, and I say yes, man, and I saw say we were Christopher Bambo so grab bang guy no, but I'm so giant. Nevertheless, it's part of football. I'm sure some Austrian they've learned from it. Christopher Bambo so on that day he played well, beautiful football. I think this thing is a great prospect. You know, man, no, Prince Edu Kwabena was the Kwabena Edu. Aquano, his energy and his style of playing in another city, the legendary Baby Jet Asamajan. Because Ocean the runs all year, the same when a Baby Jet you know, or call and name no back, no back deep, no sanko and Batman. No, look at the goal he scored, offside goal, Batman. Composed, relaxed, no pressure. Young strikers been big names, some back, no munyapo, go. Keep an in here and after your people. Come on, they've done it several times. It munya chance no more people buying. I say one. But this guy was composed. Now me the way you composed the two share go no crane. Bad man. Omanji go no crane. It's nothing. It's just painful. Say it won't go into the record. Say the debut go now channel. But the guy is so good. He's matured. I didn't want to pay. Bibinia dene or do contumberine habani and anten, but now shen skin. We deal air tomb. Biggie. It's a blasting guy. On Froshe. Why? Now, all time, I mean, and as a Korean and now, oh, Banon, Nymphy, when Ninko sank away the panon and then I saw covered man. I'm a touch and I monitor game on the field of flames. A coin of going so free, bad man. On Froshe, on Bushy. On your born defenders, you know, just a my band, but not still. On so being extract be uncombat breaking now. I know because I print on by nothing. It has over the bar as a goalkeeper by pen. But I relax it. That's how professionals play. He played professional football. Kamadin Suleiman, I wasn't too impressed, but we know what he can do. He's good with the dribbles and the pace and all of that. But in the finishing, poor. But well, then he will improve. All of these guys that played yesterday, I think, these are guys that see Nabutre. Now, coach to add on the idea on bad man. I just Jana money 100 teams because the other Cabiana or Casafonian key. And you know, I just said Nabutre. Now, maybe I good me, Colano say, Casafon be joining Kurus money party Musuba. That is where I think we'll go back to having another problem. Because now Otuado is, I feel, is bad with selection. He's not good with selections. Selection, it is not about the names. So there are certain games, the approach you use, any kind of players you use. Korea football and your boy, no selection or yeah, top notch. But other games, Japan, ultimately say, oh, and yet in transfer best start in a game. It depends the approach of the game and the team you are playing against, in the kind of players you field. That's part of coaching. And yes, sir, your constant kudu score, your constant semen, your constant inaki, intino constant. But Usher team now a beshiano. Team now more than in the strength and the weakness. And the kind of players you field on the day to face the team. I think that is where Coach Otuado gets it from. But it's a work in progress. We'll be day or an idea. We'll still keep monitoring. You bet you can't dream on the field of play. When he picks it, not the Tumaswa, we'll all celebrate him. But you know, he's done well. Coach Otuado has done well. The entire team has done well. Kudos to them. Ladies and gentlemen, how am I doing? So now subscribe here, subscribe to the channel. Now if you want me to post notification bell, so send me anytime I drop here later. You know, on Sabbath me account. After so, share video and like video, my for some something. I'm gonna see you when I see, ladies and gentlemen. I'm out.